Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Friday Super Show right here on YSN. It's all brought to you thanks to our friends at Toyota of Warren, DJ Yoakley, Fur Colucci, Sam Torres. We've got Eric Hughes down there. And, of course, Gary Altizer joins us as well. Boys, 24 games. 24 games on the docket right here tonight, all for free, all on the network. Only one place you can go and get that many games right here in the good old US of A. We had one game last night that I think raised a lot of eyebrows around this area because I would venture to guess there's a lot of people that would have raised their hand for Cheney. Am I wrong? Over Mooney? I'm just saying. And Mooney pitches, not only gets the win, pitches a shutout last night. Incredible job by Cardinal Mooney. And, on Thursday night, they are the only ones under the bright lights and in the igloo. I got yelled at for saying it's the igloo. It is the ice castle. Okay, so we got that. But a big win for Cardinal Mooney, one that if you ask anybody, they desperately needed. And it is a signature win nonetheless. So congratulations and kudos, Cardinal Mooney, on a big win over Cheney last night. Today, like I said, we got 24 games. Sam, you and I have a game tomorrow as well. So we got 2 games tomorrow on the docket here on YSN. So a total of 27 games this week in high school football. And that is because we were kind of blocked out of a few on the way in. So it's one of those situations where we're still battling that. So if you're wondering why your game isn't on, and it typically is on the road or even at home sometimes, we got a little bit of the kibosh. So we're dealing with some of that stuff. That's fine. We'll keep on trucking. But we got some games to pick, boys. This is my favorite day of the week. Favorite day of a lot of people's week for a lot of different reasons. But for me, it's because I get to see you guys and we get to talk about these great student athletes that play one of our favorite games in football. All right, let's start at the bottom. Let's start at the bottom this week and work our way up to the top. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, Warren Harding at Boardman. Dom Mascola and Donnie Riccatelli have the call for us. And boy, this could have all the makings of game of the night here on YSN. You'll have to check in tonight to the Joe Dickey Electric Scoreboard Show to see what was the game of the night. Anthony Hartwig and yours truly will be there. Mike Ackelson is going to the Penn State game tomorrow, so he'll be on the road already by the time that show gets going. But this one, boys, Harding, Boardman, you don't have to say a whole lot. Fur, who do you have in this one, Spartans or the Raiders?
Unmute yourself, Chris.
Yeah, that's a good start.
Thank you, Gary.
Swing a hot minute.
I just got done writing all the lines of the game, and now he said we're going backwards, so I can go from the bottom up. Harden's favored by 4, but I'm going to go with Boardman in this one. I'm going with the upset. I think Boardman can pull this one out, and it's going to be a good one.
Sparty party at home. I'll jump on that ship. I'll take the Spartans. Even though they're dogs by 4. Sam, how about you?
Yeah, I think this is a big game. I think you're right. This has all the makings for one of those games of the night. I'm going to take that win that Boardman gets over Mooney last week into account here. I think Cardinal Mooney is a lot better than people think they are. They showed it last night against a very, very good Cheney team. I think Gentile is one of the best quarterbacks on the network. So taking that win that they got, give me them over Harding.
Hughes.
Yeah, give me the YSN school in this one. Give me Boardman.
Appreciate it. All right, Gary.
Hey, the Spartans have played fantastic this season. They're winning games that they shouldn't. They're winning close games. They're battling. This game's at home. I think it's going to be a tight game and a fun one, but I'm going with Sparty.
Oh, is that a little sweepski?
Mm-hmm.
Little sweepski. There we go. Clean it up, boys. Clean it up. Tim Corso has another great game for us. He's got St. Vincent St. Mary taking on the Ursuline Irish, the number 1 team in the YSN power rankings at home. Timmy Corso has the call for us. Let's go reverse skate here. Gary, who do you like in the Battle of the Irish?
All I know is that right now I would not want to be playing Ursuline. I don't see any flaws on that team. I don't see anybody on that schedule to even really come within 3 touchdowns of that team. I think this is a big night for the Irish. I'm going Ursuline.
Husey, who do you got?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough night for St. B's in this one. Even if LeBron came back to play in high school for St. B, I don't think it'd be enough. So give me Ursuline.
Can we use the Kevin Hart quote? They're looking for somebody that could run a 40, not somebody that is 40.
Yeah.
Go that route. Sam.
Listen, the real Irish reside in Youngstown. It's all about Ursuline tonight.
Oh, Sam's just throwing a grenade because he knows they're coming after Youngstown and not Ashtabula. All right, Fur goes with Ursuline. I, too, am going to go with Dan Reardon, the Ursuline Irish. I think they are just weapon heavy, man. They are an absolute wagon as we head down the stretch here in week 7. Springfield at Western Reserve. Chris Colucci and Billy White Shoes Capabianca have the call for you. Fur, what do you know about this one?
I know this is going to be probably one of the most viewed on the network tonight. I'm calling it right now. This is probably going to be the best game on the network. I'm excited. I've been waiting for this ever since preseason. Western Reserve hasn't beat Springfield in the regular season in 8 years, and then within the last 12 meetings, including playoffs, Springfield's gotten the upper hand. So I think tonight's the night Western Reserve is going to do it. They got the team. They have the weapons. They have a 3-headed monster in that backfield with Riccardi, Darney, and Pater. I think Reserve's going to get it done tonight. Give me the Blue Devils by 21.
By 21, he calls
By 21.
What's the standing spread?
3 points for Springfield.
Oh, gee. Wow, you went completely the opposite direction. All right, Sam.
If I'm not mistaken, both of these teams, are they Division 7, Division 6?
Western Reserve 7, Springfield 6.
Yeah, they dropped to 6. That's
Yeah,
right. Good call.
Yeah, I think this is going to be one of the biggest games in the lower divisions in the state tonight. I really do. I can't pick against Springfield this late in the season. Fur, I love what you're talking about. I love the Western Reserve, the hype train, but I don't know that there'll be 21 points scored in this game. I'm going with Springfield on this one.
Hughes, you've seen a lot of MVAC ball this year. Who do you got?
Yeah, Western Reserve, they're having a great season. Springfield, I think people are kind of forgetting about them. Like, this is the first year in a while Springfield, like, isn't the clear-cut best team. But I think they're going to remind you why they are tonight. So give me the Tigers.
Gary?
I think West Reserve's having a great season, and I think they're getting better every week. But I still think Springfield has had the tougher schedule. I just think that this is a tight game. It's a coin toss for me, but I have to stick with the orange and black. Going with the Tigers.
Interesting. See, this was the game that we had to preview last night on the Burnett Pools, Spas, and Hot Tubs YSN high school preview and on Channel 21 WFMJ. Don't forget. And let me tell you guys, I had a hard time talking to Dana about this one just for it's like looking in the mirror. You ever see that meme of Spider-Man, like pointing back at Spider-Man?
Are you stealing my line from Cherry Pickers?
No, I didn't.
You stole my line. I used that on Cherry Pickers last week with the Steelers game. I said that exact thing. Don't say you didn't watch. I stole it too, but at least I stole it first. Okay.
I didn't watch. I was watching flag football. I'm sorry, Gary. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I'm still going to steal it. That is Spider-Man looking at Spider-Man. And when you look at what this game boils down to, Chris, I want to keep, and I know it's going to be hard. You can't keep track of this necessarily. Time of possession, I think, is where this one boils down to. Who can protect the ball and who can hold on to the ball the longest and keep the other team off the field? Because both teams have excellent defenses. Both teams are incredible when it comes to running the football. Will it come down to either a Baird or a Pater making a long pass and shaking things up a bit? Or is it going to be, which I think it's going to be, hard-nosed, old school football, and the battering Rams are going to have at it? I really like Gentile on one side, and I really like the 3-headed monster. Chris, you had great interviews all week long. I'm going to take Reserve. I just think they edge it out. They've played in a couple really close games. Obviously, McDonald being the one that comes to mind. I like Reserve if it comes to be a very close game, and I think that's what it's going to be. So I'll take the Blue Devils. I'll jump on the Blue Devil train. Oh, damn it. Somebody's going to yell at me for saying train. All right. Anyway, we're on the South Range in Girard. I've got the call for you. Trying out some new technology. Maybe. We're going to try to get there early and set it up. We think we got all the components. We will see. We will see. That's why you can't always trust Europe. Can't always trust Europe. Obviously, the Raiders go into this game undefeated, but it seems like every time they go to Arrowhead Stadium, there is something waiting for them on the other side. This time, it's a big offensive line, big defensive line, skilled position players throughout. But I think the Raiders they got past the boogeyman last week in Poland. Now they've got their eyes firmly dedicated week in and week out on getting the dub and getting to week 11 and dominating towards a potential week 16. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but Gerard, they're there. They're there. If they can pull out like Poland did to a 14-0 lead, I think the Raiders have a lot tougher time than Struthers did on the comeback trail and a lot tougher time than they did last week, overcoming a 14-point deficit. I'm still taking the Raiders, and this could go one of two ways. This could be an absolute shellacking, or this could be a game that comes down to potentially a number 55, Luke Starkey, game-winning field goal at the end. Fur.
DJ talked about how every time South Range goes in there, they have a new battle. Remember every time I went there, we whipped some butt, whether it was Mooney or it was Gerard. It was a 40-point game. I don't care. South Range by a million. South Range by 90 tonight.
By 90.
90.
That's we've heard that.
Yeah, DJ said that they've got something waiting for them. The only thing South Range has got waiting is win number 7. I think this is one. I think it's one handily. I think South Range is starting to get that South Range aura to them again. I keep talking about West Branch, get your hotel rooms. South Range, you might want to start looking too. It's going to get crowded in Canton. I
can tell you right now that all the boys watching from South Range are looking for Ty Bartell. They're scanning the room for Ty Bartell right now. But they will settle for Eric Hughes. Hughes, what do you have?
Yeah. South Range, don't hate me for this. All right, it's nothing personal, but for this particular, I'm going to go against the grain here. Give me Gerard at home.
Any particular reason?
Just got a feeling.
Dude,
got a feeling, like Justin Timberlake.
I'm talking to some of the football players. They want Eric too, just as bad as they want Eric.
They want Captain Hot Dog, Gary.
Yeah. Hey, I've only picked against South Range once, and I don't know how many years they've been on this show, and it bit me in the butt. I'm not doing it again. Gerard had a great week last week, really pulled an upset. And I said last week, I feel dirty when I pick against Gerard. Like, why did I do that? And I knew why last week, but I just don't know if they're up to this task. Raiders are rolling. I'm going South Range.
Next game, 7 p.m. at Warren JFK. It's Rootstown, right? That's what Ty says to say. Roots. You talk about sounding dirty. That sounds dirty to me. Like, it's Rootstown. It's always been Rootstown. It's always going to be Rootstown to me. Like, Rootstown's like when you say, "Hey, I got to get on that roof." Like, no, it's not a dog. It's a roof. It's Rootstown. That's what I say. But I could be wrong. Some people say Campbell. I say Camel. I say Rootstown. Whichever one it is, they take on Warren JFK, Noah Doty, CJ Schroeds, which is always an adventure when these two are broadcasting a Warren JFK game. Please tune in. You are in for some entertainment, regardless of the situation. I'm going to take Warren JFK. Love the Eagles, and they are playing some good ball right now. Huge win over Mogador, right? Last week? I'm pretty sure. That was Mogador?
Yeah. 27-8.
That's a big dub. There's a lot of people that'll just let that slide by. That is a big dub. Christopher Colucci, what say you?
I'll say this every week that Rootstown is on the network. When you put pen to paper, that's when I'll start picking you. Give me JFK.
Torres.
Listen, it's getting easier and easier to put out these big giant statements because we're in week 7. I'm taking Warren JFK tonight, and I don't think they're losing another game in the regular season. I think LeBray did something to their psyche. They are out there trying to kill people. So tonight, don't blame Warren JFK, Rootstown. Blame LeBray because they have brought all this smoke that JFK is going to bring for the rest of the year.
I have one message from Damon Bente, the last text message he sent me. War Eagle. War Eagle. Hughes, who do you have in this one?
Just give me Warren JFK.
Well, we will give you Warren JFK.
All right.
You're not trying to make them upset, are you?
No.
Attaboy. Appreciate you. Gary.
I agree with what Sam said. I don't see them losing another game. I just think Rootstown's a little bit outmatched today. I'm going with JFK.
Hughes, I just got a text message that said, please do not come trick-or-treating anywhere in the South Range area.
All right, noted.
Especially because anybody that dresses in a hot dog costume will be treated as Eric Hughes. So if
Listen,
you are
that's a
wearing
tough
hot
loss
dog,
because I heard they give out full candy bars in Canfield.
they do. They do.
North Lima.
North Lima, Canfield,
I
it
know we
doesn't
got a
matter.
mailing address of Canfield, but we identify as North Lima.
I love
You
the Villanova
identify
Balls,
as
can I
Western
say?
Reserve. Nobody's listening to you right now.
Listen, I bleed burgundy and gold, but my second love is Blue Devils right now.
But you paint your fingernails blue and red.
Yes,
Herb
sir.
paints his fingernails.
Hey, for YSN,
All right,
baby.
Caleb
blue and red.
Williams.
That's why I paint them blue and red. For
Easy
YSN.
highlights. Easy highlights. I don't think you got a leg to stand on there. Bratwurst.
What do you mean?
Wait, show off your highlights.
I just got out of the shower like half an hour ago, so they're not really.
They're
They're
not.
not,
they're not
prominent
popping.
right now.
They're
No.
not fleek.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, let us know when that happens because we're all waiting on the edge of our seats. Orange at Perry. 2 YSN schools here. You got one school, Orange. Boy, what a season they've had up to this week, right? And then you got Perry. Oh boy, they are potential state champions, and they are at least in the thick of things. I can promise you that they are in the thick of the conversation late into the season this year. Gentlemen, are you taking the Pirates or are you taking the Lions? Let's go to Gary Altizer.
Hey, great job by Orange last week to, come back with a win after their first loss. They showed a lot of heart. In fact, I think they were picked to lose that game.
Mm-hmm.
Have an amazing season, but Perry is just a different animal. Their only loss coming to Chris's favorite team, and that was a nail biter that came down to the end. So I just, as much as I want to root for the orange and black, I'm going Perry.
I think there's an appreciation there that you said Chris's favorite team and not the actual word, the actual name of the team.
That's a wrestler love right there. He knows how
Yeah,
much.
I mean, I had to bust his chops a little bit. Just a little.
No, but you didn't say the name. That's what's respect.
What name was it?
The team up north that starts with the letter K.
Hughes,
The
what
Land of
team is
Kurtz.
that?
What?
Sammy,
team?
you know what team that is?
It's the land of Kurtz.
Yes.
Oh, the land of Kurtz.
Ah,
They're very
Think for the Wasps or something.
buddy. You better be careful over there in that middle seat. Eric Hughes, Orange or Perry?
Perry's insanely good. I can't pick against them. Give me the Pirates.
Sam?
Listen, I think Perry right now is reeling from that land of Kurt loss, and I think it's going to be a win. I think it's going to be a big win. I think it would have been a little bit easier for Orange if they didn't have this record, but right now Orange is ripe for the picking when it comes to points. So this one could get out of hand.
Ooh, ripe for the picking. I like that. Christopher Colucci?
I think Perry's legit. I've said it every week that they're going to give Glenville a run for their money in Division 4. Glenville's been the top dog, and Perry, I think, entering Division 4 is a pretty legit team. I'm picking Perry, and they're going to win big. They're favored by 47, and I think every bit of that is true.
Interesting. Ty, do you have a thought on Perry and Orange?
Yeah, I mean, this one looks like it's going to lean heavily Perry's favor, but I do like the way Orange is playing. I don't know. I mean, 47. We'll see if they could cover that. I feel like that's a little bit steep. I'd say Perry for sure on the win, but I think this Orange team, they're different than what we've seen in years past, and I think they could keep it competitive at least for, I think, a quarter, if not a half, for sure.
All right, here we go. Rob, Tim, my dear friends at Orange, I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna take you tonight. I'm taking you, but it's a wild card if you guys let me down. You made me look like a hero every single week. You did. I need you to come through here. Because I'm going to take you. Perry, you're a smoking hot girl on the block, right? You're a new neighbor. Smoking hot, right? You are very, very good looking and attractive here at the YSN family. There's no doubt about it. Everybody's jumping on board of the pirate ship. But I got to stay loyal to my guys. I got to stay loyal to my friends at Orange. I'm taking the Lions in the biggest upset of the season tonight. What's that spread?
47.
Jeez Louise, that is big. Oh my gosh. Go Lions. Go Lions.
Listen, no matter what happens in tonight's game, I think Orange does deserve a lot more credit than people are giving them because Harvey's running back is elite. And for them to come back against that offense was something to watch. It's one of the few games I went back on Friday and watched as if I didn't get enough football.
I mean, Perry being home scares me a little bit. The school has the
It's
coverage of
homecoming
this
too.
one. It's come on, Rob. Pull one together, baby. Put that game plan together. I know he deserves a ton of credit. What he's been able to do. We talk about Tim Porter at length about what he's been able to do with that entire athletics department. But Rob Sanor, I mean, my dude is cooking. He is cooking. Nothing but love, Rob, from us here at YSN. I can tell you that. But I got to represent because I'm the lone wolf, right? There's nobody else that took Orange.
That would be a lone wolf pick. The definition.
I'm a lone lion right now. Is what I'm the king of the jungle. You guys mess with me, see what happens. Let's go to Niles and Poland. Matt Romeo has a call for us tonight at the Dog Pound. And I'll tell you what, Poland looked really good against South Range last week, only losing by a score. You look at what Poland can do, and they're a young team. This is a dangerous team. Niles not having exactly the year that they're looking for this year. Poland looking to bounce back in a big way, playing up a division, right? Niles is still D4, if I'm not mistaken, right?
4.
Yeah, 4. So some points potentially on the line for Poland if Niles can pull off some wins down the stretch. So who do you got? Poland or Niles? Let's go with Ty.
Yeah, you know what? I think Poland's a little bit upset from last week. They might have felt like they left a little bit on the table, right? And I think they're going to be determined to get every point that they can tonight. I'm going to go with the Bulldogs.
Senor Altizer.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be facing this Poland team. I know last week's got to be a heartbreaker for them, but they're going to come out today and probably just hit the road running and get ready for the postseason. Going Bulldogs.
Choose.
Now, you guys know how I usually roll when picking Poland. I love Pick Edson more than Diddy loves partying. But this week, I got to go with the Bulldogs. They just have the way better team. I got to give them credit. They almost came out and beat South Range.
Listen, they don't call him hot take for nothing. I love it. Listen, I had a whole spiel. Hot take got it on that one. Give me Poland on this one. I'm done.
I hate you, Hughes. I do.
We're canceled. We're done. Cut the season. Give me Poland.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Poland too. All right. You done? You got your bullet out of the chamber there?
It wasn't
Justin
that.
Timberlake?
Yeah, I'm done. It wasn't
Okay.
that bad. Come on.
Yeah. Why don't you explain that to the 6-year-olds watching our show right now? You want to do that? Was it worth that? Do you feel better? Yeah, I didn't think so. Minerva at Salem. Matt Mowry and Jared Niederheiser, the Salem OGs, the GOATs of the broadcasting booth. When it comes to the Quakers, have the call for us tonight. It's at Bob Sebo Stadium. And Minerva has a win under their belt this year. Salem looking to get back on track. Can the Quakers get it done tonight at Sebo Stadium? I say yes. I say that the Quakers get back on track. Listen, when they played South Range, when I got to see them live and in person, they were electric, right? First few, was it the first quarter and a half? There was a little bit of this is not what we expected. And I think this can go for 4 quarters tonight. Give me the Quakers. Fur.
This is probably the most interesting line I've seen all night. Salem's favored by 38.
Oh,
Yeah. So, and
I don't know. That Perry one's pretty interesting to me.
all right, whatever. I got Salem winning, but I don't think it's going to be by 38 points.
How dare you, sir? Sam, on
Listen,
you.
I think the line is probably right on par. I just took a look at their scores. They lost last week. Minerva lost 64-0. They lost 42-0 to Sandy Valley, 38-0 to Crestwood. Yeah, give me Salem and the points and all the mustard that we can gather.
What was their win? What was the final of their win, Sam? Do you still have that up?
Yeah, it's 16-7 over St. Thomas Aquinas. Or
Whew.
I probably said that wrong too.
No, you nailed it. Hey,
I got it.
That
All
boy. That a boy. All right, Diddy, what do you got?
I'm going to go with Sam on this one.
All right, Carrie.
Quakers have lost their last 3 games by 1 score or less. I mean, their 1-5 record could be a lot different. It could be a 4-2 record very easily. Congrats to Minerva on getting their win, but it's not going to happen tonight. I think the Quakers by 38 is very accurate.
I love the way Salem's getting better each week. I mean, I think you can continue to see the improvements. The young guys are starting to contribute a lot more, starting to get that varsity experience. I think the Quakers, are right on par with that one. I think they're going to win big tonight.
Low-key game of the night right here. Camel Memorial, Mineral Ridge. Matt Marr has the call for us live from the Ram Dome. And Christopher Colucci, what is the spread on this one, says Drew Pastor.
It's got Ridge by 8.
Feel that ship swaying? There's a lot of people wondering. 8 points. 8 points. Ty, where are you going?
I like the Rams when they're at home, man. I think they play really well in front of the home crowd. That line's pretty on par. I think it's going to be no more than a score, but I like the Rams at home. Give me Mineral Ridge.
GA.
Yeah, I really want to pick Campbell here, but I just don't think they can get it done. I'm going Rams.
Hughes.
Yeah, I got to see the Rams play last week against Louisville, and although they lost again, I did see a lot from. I know Shingle Decker, the quarterback, got injured mid-game, but the backup Bingham came in. Offense still looked really good in that game. I think they'll bounce back this week. Give me the Rams.
Sammy?
I kept going back and forth to, the like opponent is Louisville and trying to see, what the difference in score is there. It's really not enough to even make a call on that. I think Mineral Ridge, I think they run the ball very, very well. I'm more familiar with them, so I'm going with Ridge on this one.
Her?
I saw Camel play last week, and I'm highly impressed. I think they're one of the most talented teams in our area. I think they're young team. They're a step away from being legit. I'm going Camel tonight.
Devils.
Red Devils.
You ever do the Seinfeld? Devil. Somebody out there got that.
Dude, I'm
joke.
only 19. That's like way before my time.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Stick to Pokemon, youngster. I am going to go with, as impressive as the Red Devils have been, Point Fur. I am going to take the Rams. They let me down last week. I got to tell you, I still think Balestrino is one of the best players in this area that is just going unsung hero style through this year. Week 7 is the week I think old Double B's pulls it out. So I'm going to go with the Rams at the barn. At the barn. All right. This one, Ty, it's all you, buddy. Maslin Perry, Austintown Fitch. Fitch gets blanked by Ursuline last week. They are on the comeback trail, the warpath, if you will. Ty, what do you expect tonight?
Yeah, that's a really talented Ursuline team from last year. And I mean, I'm going to say it before Fur gets a chance. This is going to be a battle in the trenches because both these programs have really good wrestling teams as well. Both these schools have really good wrestling teams as well. But no, you will see a lot of battles in the trenches. Both these teams like to run the ball. Perry 3-3 on the season. They play in that federal league. It's a tough league year in and year out. We won't talk about the fees that they charge for us to get in there, but we'll talk about the league play in general. It's really it is tough. And Perry going in 3-3. I expect this to be a game on the ground. If the Falcons can get some traction, obviously after being blanked last week, it's going to be trying to score the ball. I expect them to try to get creative in that first drive, get some points on the board. Give me Fitch at home too. Getting back home, getting in front of the home crowd. I think they're going to be crowning the softball team, getting their rings tonight at halftime. So there's going to be a little bit more in the crowd tonight. I'm going to go with Fitch at home in this one.
Don't mean a thing if you ain't got that ring, right? That's what they say. I'm going to go with you, Ty. I'm going to say that Fitch is. I know they're not happy. I'm not, and it's not just that they lost; it's just they got blanked. And I think there's a lot of people that put Fitch at the back of their mind, and I think Fitch wants to have a big game tonight to shove it right back where the sun don't shine. I'm taking Fitch in this one. Gary Altizer, what say you?
Falcons. I think they get back on track.
Husey.
Yeah, I think Fitch will bounce back this week. Give me the Falcons.
Sam Torres.
Listen, there's a TikTok trend where they say double it and give it to the next person. So they got 35 scored on them. They're going to score 70 tonight on Perry. Give me Fitch by a ton.
Is that the one where they go around and they give gifts?
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
take the gift, or you can double it or give it to the next person?
Yes.
I wish I had the kind of money to do that. That would be cool. Also, I would like to win double that. Whatever that is. Fur, go ahead.
Give me the Falcons.
Falcons in the win. Is that a sweep?
That's sweepskis, baby.
The sweep ski for the Falconies. I like it. All right, Louisville and McDonald. Eric Hughes, back to Louisville, man. What do you got?
Yeah, Louisville, they had a nice bounce back last week against Middle Ridge. The defense played a lot better, forcing turnovers. McDonald, it's going to be another tough test for them. I know they love to run the ball as well. But the defense, I think they'll build off what they did last week and get the win here. So give me the Rockets.
Gary.
I just think McDonald, they're a lot better than their record. I think that they're probably a little bit bigger. I'm going to go with the Blue Devils tonight.
Ty?
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning that way with Gary. I think the McDonald ground game is really impressive. They got some size, they got some guys up front, right, and they're going to move some bodies. I think it's going to be up to Louisville to try to, keep that trench play close to even. But I got the Blue Devils in this one.
Sam.
Listen, for a lot of these teams, I got to go like opponents, and the random pick out of the hat for this one was Western Reserve. I look at who got the closer score, and McDonald's played them into overtime. So give me McDonald.
Fur.
I'm picking McDonald, but this line is absolutely insulting to Louisville. McDonald is favored by 19 points. I think that's absolutely ridiculous. I think McDonald's going to win, but I think it's going to be a one-score game.
What's your favorite letter in the alphabet?
Me?
Yeah. I'm going to go with C. You're probably C.
Yeah, I was going to say C.
C's in your name. Mine is the T, as in the wing T. And I think the team that has the wing T tonight is going to just – I don't know what do Devils do? Poke? I don't know. What do they do?
Prod.
Devils prod. They're going to prod their way to victory tonight. That is a terrible headline. Prodding their way to victory tonight. Give me the McDonald Blue Devils and give me Eric Hughes, lone wolf in it.
Hey, I just want to remind you, last week you all picked Middle Ridge to beat Louisville. Just saying.
All I'm saying is I want an image of Sam prodding and put that on a shirt.
Don't, Sam, stop. That's not a good look. That is a terrible
Oh, God,
look.
you're right.
That is a terrible, terrible look.
Listen, it didn't register until I saw it.
The show.
Somebody is just
this show's
clicking
done.
that. They are clicking
Signing
that.
off for the final time. Thanks so much for all the great times, YSN and Youngstown folks. I'm going to go jump into that big blue spot on the top of the map. I'll see you guys later.
He said, oh, my God, you're right.
The old double whammy, Sammy. The old double whammy. Way to go. Way to go. All right. We are on to, please God, let us be on to Louisville and Canfield. Chris Sigler and Craig Walters have the call tonight at the Bird's Nest. It's the Leopards. It's the Cardinals. Ty, can you break this one down? I mean, what do you see?
It's tough, man, because Canfield's defense is still really, really good. And that's going to be tough for Louisville to get points on the board tonight. But we've seen this Leopards team in certain weeks, man. Their offense can be dynamic. They can be explosive. They got some guys up front, too, that can move some bodies. I think this is going to be a really close game. I think both these teams can run the ball pretty well, and I think both these teams, if they need to go to the air, they both have that option too. They got some guys as well. I'm gonna go with Canfield at home in this one, just because that home crowd they can get rowdy too, and they play really well in the Bird's Nest. I'm gonna go with the Cards, but I'm only going by a score. I think this Leopards team really good, and they're gonna contend.
For what's the spread?
7 points for Canfield.
Ooh, okay, Gary, do you agree?
Yeah. You look at these teams; they look just similar to each other. They both have good defenses, and sometimes both can struggle to put points on the board. I'm kind of with Ty. I'm just going to take the Cardinals on home field advantage.
Hey, you stole that from me, stealing off of you, pal.
And I stole it from someone else.
Oh,
So
it's a whole lot of theft going on around this ring.
We can roll out of wrestling, man.
The only way I'm wrestling is if I got a steel chair and a championship belt in my hand. That's the
You got
only
a belt
way.
behind you.
You want
You
a
got
piece
the
of this,
belt
pal?
behind you.
Hey, you want a piece
Yeah.
of this? I got a
Yep.
couple Steve Weisers in the fridge. I'm ready to go whenever you want. You just let me know. Yoakley 316.
yeah.
All right, Hughes, it's up to you.
Yeah, I know Canfield. They haven't really been as good this year as they've been in previous years. Part of it's a tough schedule. Part of it, they lost a lot of guys, but I think they'll get a big one here at home. Give me the Cardinals.
Torres.
Canfield's got the most impressive win of the two teams that are playing tonight. That win over Poland holds a lot of weight in my idea. So with that, I gotta go with Canfield.
Fur.
I was trying to think of a pun. I couldn't think of one. Give me the Leopards in tonight.
I love it.
That is what we call great journalism. Great journalism right here on Power Hour. The only place you can find it. I am going to go. Listen, I don't like that there's a lot of injuries for Canfield right now. I don't like that the depth is a problem for the Cardinals right now. I do like, on the other side, that they've got a 6'7" sophomore in Mr. Burek, Trevor Burek, who, by the way, is a YSN guy. He's a YSN guy. He was running the camera when he was just a baby. And what by baby, I mean he was like 6'6" still. So let me tell you, I think as long as he's in the game and the Cardinals are not running away from him, because he hasn't, I think he's got 2 pick touchdowns. I know he's got 1. I believe he has 2 interceptions for touchdowns. He's a defensive lineman, folks. I'm going to take the Leopards tonight. I just think they're healthier. I think that's where we're at. On to the next game. Liberty, Garrettsville, Garfield. My goodness. School's got it. Ty, go ahead. Portage County Prince.
Yeah, I mean, Garfield looked really good last week against Southeast. They continue to look dominant on the ground game. I mean, it's Coach Moser's way of just finding ways to win. And I mean, he really highlighted that in the post-game interview last week, that it's, whatever it is, we just find ways to win. You could call it whatever you want, reloading, recharging. But, this is a Garfield team that, again, I mean, you got a lot of young guys, but they're guys that know their job. They do their job very well. They do the little things well. They tackle. They keep you to short gains on the ground, and they don't really let you get any traction going on offense. Garfield at home, different animal. Liberty looks really good. DeJuan Moody is the real deal, and he's going to be able to get loose, I think, on this Garfield team for a score or two. But I think this Garfield defense is just really good, and they're going to find ways to put up points tonight. I'm going to go with Garfield at home.
Okay. That being said, and I know all of the rest of you have to go still, if Liberty beats Garfield tonight, are they the real deal? Are they back? All the way back?
I think so. I think you got to give that to them too, because I mean, this is the team. I'd say Garfield is the favorite coming into the season to repeat as conference champs. You take the current champs to the max and beat them. I mean, I think you definitely are in the talk for being back.
Care?
I think this game's going to be a lot closer than people think, and I don't. Liberty scored. I think they've scored over 100 points in their last 2 games. 104 points they've scored in the last 2 games. They're playing great. Playing at Garfield is not an easy task. I'm going to go with the G1 men in a close one, real close.
Liberty trying to figure it
It-
out.
It's a village out there in Garrettsville. By all means, they literally walk from all over the village to fill up that stadium. It gets packed on Friday nights.
Word on the street is concession stands pretty spot on. That's the word on the street.
I'm gonna have to try them out too. Compare them with Lovo. I know. Hughes is gonna be.
Somebody said, I mean, he snaps pictures for us a lot. And he said, those cheeseburgers, chef's kiss, as Sammy would say. Hughes, who do you have?
Give me Garfield in this one.
Okay. You got it. Sam.
Listen, I
Uh-oh.
respect what you guys are saying, man, but I don't know that it's gonna be close. They're not called the G boys, they are the G men. Football is a sport of men, and I think Garrettsville is gonna get it done in a huge way tonight.
Now we go to a man who once had a Keegan Sell jersey that was going to be gifted to him in the autograph. Picked against
Listen.
the Garfield G-Men,
I
and
was going
now
to talk
has
about that.
nothing.
You had to take it from me. Listen, these guys get too in depth about their picks. I'm picking Garrettsville because they're going to roll Liberty tonight, and I kind of want the Keegan Sell jersey. So give me the G-Men.
We'll talk to Coach Coach Jim out in Garfield. Nice job, Fer. Way to rebound on that. I'm sure I'll get a text here shortly saying, the verdict on the jersey. I'm going to go with the G-Men as well. That's going to be a clean sweep. Liberty, man, I want to see them come all the way back. I really do, because they were so talked about in the preseason, and they have been so good here as of late. I'm of the firm belief that if they win this game, look out. But I just think, like Sam said, they're the G-men for a reason. They don't call them the G-boys. They don't do that.
I think you're dead on, though. If they beat Garrettsville, I may have to shut up about Liberty for the rest of the year.
Buddy, like, I think everybody does. I really do. I think if Liberty, and they're a team that has that chip on their shoulder, man, it's how they're built. Coach Simon, I love his moxie. That dude he's got these kids playing for each other, and I love it. You know who else I love right now? United. And tonight they host Letonia. Derek Rhodes has a call for us here on the network. I'm going to go United. I like them a lot right now. The Golden Screaming Eagles, the Fighting Ogilvies, they look good, and Letonia is – you just feel for them. They're on a tough road right now, and they're just murderer's row. Fur.
Yeah, United. I'm picking United big tonight, but shout out to Coach Vea, head wrestling coach for Letonia. He used to be the middle school coach at South Range. He's built that program. He just started it. He's working his butt off. Shout out to Coach Vea at Letonia, but I'm giving United the dub tonight.
Hey, Coach Vea, we're proud of you during wrestling season. We're proud of you.
And football season, and baseball, and whatever's in the summer.
You watch your mouth with baseball. Baseball's what do you think's during the summer, Fur?
Yeah, baseball, wrestling. Wrestling's in the summer too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, you can go down to Virginia Beach in Florida and wrestle.
SummerSlam.
Yeah, damn right, in Cleveland this year. It was pretty sweet.
Were you there?
No, I wish. It was a pretty good one too.
Sam.
It's tough. It's been a tough year for Letonia. United ain't the one. They're not the one that's going to drop the ball. Give me United.
Eric.
Yeah, give me the U also.
The U, Gary.
The U.
Yeah, tough year for Letonia. It's just things haven't worked out for them, and United just continues to get better every week. That coaching staff has done a really good job. Give me United big.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something. Letonia's got some guys. They got some guys. It's kind of like baseball when you don't string hits together. Like when you don't string plays together, it's hard to get points, and that's what's kept them back. I mean, they've got some big-time splash plays that we've seen right here on the network. Just haven't been able to string them together. Ty.
Yeah, you know what? I think United just one of those teams too. I'm going to start talking about them a lot because I mean, we were talking Valley, we were talking East Palestine in this conference a lot, and they're over here saying y'all must have forgot about me. And the Eagles are still just as good as they've been before. I'm going to go United in this matchup. They're probably favored by a decent amount. Litonia struggling this year, but I mean, like you said, they got some guys. You're going to have to string things together. They're going to have growing pains, but they'll get there eventually. But this isn't the team, like Stan said. Give me the Eagles.
The next game is the game of the week for the Cleveland Browns. So that's pretty cool. Congratulations to them. I think they get some cool stuff out of that. The winner does. So Lakeview and Struthers, Anthony Malone and the Juice, Tommy Otto on the call. Listen, if you haven't listened, if you have not tuned in for a Juice call this year, buddy, I don't know what you're waiting on. It is award-winning stuff. The Juice is loose here on YSN. Loving his gig, loving his Wildcats. Can he love them the victory tonight? Who do you got, Ty?
I'm gonna go Struthers here at home. I think this Lakeview team is very good. They got some speed, and I mean it's gonna be. I mean if they can get loose, they're gonna be able to get some big scores on the Wildcats. But I like this Wildcat team. I like what they can do on the ground, and I mean ground and pound game. Not many teams can really stop them. I'm gonna go Wildcats in this one.
You guys remember when we used to do the Wildcats? Wildcats. We lost that. We lost it. We lost that love and feeling. Gary Altizer, who you love and feeling on?
Yeah, Lakeview, tough loss last week. It had to be a heartbreaker. Then you got to play Struthers. That's a tough couple game stretch, but they're for real. But I have to go with the Wildcats. I just think they're going to be too much.
G. Hughes, who are you picking?
You already know who I'm picking, but I mean, Struthers 2 weeks ago, they had that tough loss against South Range, but they did a great job bouncing back last week, finding their footing against Hubbard. And I think they'll keep it going this week. So give me the Wildcats.
Sam?
Listen, Lakeview, I know I told you guys were going to beat South Range. You are going to get one of the big timers in the NEA. It's going to happen this weekend. Give me Lakeview over Struthers, baby.
Oh, the Bulldogs get a pick. All right, Fur, you joining the dog pound, or are you sitting in the Wildcats?
Listen, I need a school that, like, you know, like how Struthers people just do not like Sam. Like I'm picking Struthers tonight. I need a school like that because I just feel like out of the loop. And just
trust
like,
me.
not cool.
Trust me. Anybody not named South Range or Western Reserve hates your guts. So you're good.
you're
all right, buddy.
You're the Dom Mysterio of YSN for you're the ultimate heel.
Hey, if I got Liv Morgan by my side, I'm A-okay.
Hey, I've seen people do the X like they do in Michigan in the alphabet just because they don't want to see the letter C anywhere on their alphabet. So you're good, buddy. You're good. Baby steps. I have visions. I have visions of Lakeview. I have Thomas
angered.
Easton. What?
I have angered.
Radar.
Radar.
You're on Radar's radar.
Oh, you don't want to be there. Oh, Sam, I'm gonna get you. I've had visions this week of Lakeview winning this game. I like Thomas Easton. I like what he brings to the table. He is so fast. So fast. However, and I do mean however, Devin Bram is an absolute dog. Like he is, and they got I think a underclassman running back as well. Struthers does, named Cole, I believe, right? If I'm not mistaken, I want to say his last name's Cole. Listen, I don't know his name now, but I'll probably know his name after tonight because he's probably going to put up 1 billion yards because that's what Struthers does. And they are at home, and they are big, and they are physical, they are fast, and they are, I think, going to win this game. What's the spread, Chris?
Struthers by 20.
Ooh, I don't know if it's by that, but we'll
3
see.
scores. Damn.
We'll see. Lakeside at Jefferson. Sam, you and Scott have the call tonight.
Yeah, I'm pumped about this one. Before a single 7-on-7 was played this year, I was pumped about this one. the coaching rivalry. It's the kid rivalry. The beginning of the season hasn't gone the way either one of these teams has wanted it to go. Jefferson has found their way. They've got a huge win in Orange already. Lakeside started off the year with a big win, and it's been downhill ever since then. I think tonight it's going to be one of the most exciting games. I think you're going to see scoring through the roof. I'm not sure what either defense is going to do to stop either offense. Get ready for a lot of fireworks. I can't wait for this one. It's at Jefferson. Even with 2 wins, they haven't gotten a home win yet. I think I got to go with Jefferson in a tight one. This game, the over, give me 100 points.
Wow. Okay. Chris?
This spread, Jefferson by 1. Yeah. So
It's I'm telling you, I can't. This game has been double circled on my schedule since the beginning of the year. I can't wait.
I can't believe you didn't give it up. All right. Who are you taking for Jefferson?
going with Jefferson. You know, former NE8 school. Give me the NE8 bloodline, baby.
Great
A
wrestler.
lot of WWE references getting thrown out to you today.
That's right.
NE8 bloodline, baby.
Well, in the bloodline, there's only one tribal chief. Sam, where'd you go to high school?
There is a Lakeside jersey in a frame right there.
The tribal chief tonight are the Dragons. Give me the Dragons. If Sam won't take you and you graduated from there, I'll take you. I've got your back. I'll kick down the lockers in the background that aren't real. I'll do it.
I really thought Sam was going to say it's in the locker. For a second, he pointed back, and I thought it's in the locker.
I'm going to take the Dragons. Man, Sam, I didn't realize this was such a big game. We got some big games here on the network tonight. I love it. I'm excited.
This used to be the biggest rivalry in the county in the early 2000s.
Was this a trophy game at one point?
This was not. This was every year for 6 years straight. When they met, they were always 4-1 in the conference. So whoever won this game won the NEC. Just happened to be during my heyday of high school. So I'm pumped for this one. I can't wait.
Is there bad blood, or is there just a lot of respect there?
It is bad blood for 60 minutes.
And then shaking hands.
And then it should be all right.
All right. Hey, well, if it gets heated down there, Sam, get the hell out of there. Get the hell out of there. We don't want all
Greg
that.
Jahola. He does a fantastic job. I'll be all right.
All right, buddy. All right, Hughes. Who do you have in this dogfight?
Give me the former Northeast 8 team. Give me Jefferson.
Got a little excited. All right, let's go to Gary.
Hey, Jefferson scored 100 points in the last 2 weeks. I know they want to finish the season strong. I'm going Falcons.
Ty?
Yeah, getting last 2 weeks, getting 2 big wins too, and like Gary said, their offense is rolling 50 points in each of the last 2 weeks. I do like the Falcons in this one.
Ooh, am I the only dragon guy?
You would be the lone wolf.
Like, I want to blow fire, but I don't have that skill capability in my arsenal. So, lone wolf style, baby.
I'll send you directions for the Wednesday show because I'm pretty sure I just lost my quesadilla.
You got one waiting for you.
Arriba. All right. On to LeBray at Brookfield. Dakota DK Kotzel has the call for us. Vikings Warriors. This has some makings for a little bit of an enchantment over in the field. Ty, who you got in this one?
It's always a good matchup. I feel like year in and year out between these two programs, no matter where they are, they always just play each other well. I really like LeBray this year, man. I think they're kind of flying under the radar, but they're a really good football team. They got some really good dogs over there. I'm gonna go with the Vikings on the road to get a tough win in Brookfield.
Gary?
I have to agree. I think that that's just the rational pick. I don't know what else to say. But I think they're playing well.
Do you forget which teams are playing?
No, I'm taking.
Okay, that was the most general vanilla pick I've ever had.
I just didn't know what else to say. LeBray's the better team.
I was like, he doesn't know who he's picking.
LeBray and Brookfield. I got it.
Nice job. Well, hey, well done. I'm proud of you. Proud of you. I didn't want to call you out, but I had to. We got to hold each other accountable.
Okay.
Eric Hughes.
Remember that.
You son of a gun.
To be honest, I haven't really seen Brookfield play this year, but I did get to see LeBray early in the season beat Campbell. So I could be wrong on this. I'm going to take LeBray in this one.
Vikings get a pick, Sammy?
Listen, this LeBray team, they faced 2 Giants. They're 1 for 2 against the Giants. They've gone against. That JFK win holds like a hammer. What is it, skull or whatever they say in Minnesota? Give me LeBray.
All right, Fur.
We look like idiots.
Wait, breaking news.
Give me LeBray in this one. They're favored by 13. I don't know how true that is. I don't know that much about either team, but give me LeBray.
I'm going to jump in that. What did they call them? Just boats? Because they kind of look like canoes, like a Viking boat. You know what I mean? Any history buffs out there? What were they called? Were they actually just boats?
Ship?
Viking ship, maybe? That sounds right. I don't know. They look like just like the things that they have in in Europe that they go under.
Lord knows I've never messed up a word on this show, so I'm a good one to ask.
I'm proud of you. Sticking your neck out there, Sam. I'm real proud of you for that one, man. But I think you nailed it. I think it's a Viking ship. I'm going to go with the Vikings. I'm jumping on the ship, in the boat, in the whatever it's called in Europe. Let's go to Hubbard and Beaver Local. Michael McKenzie will have the call. Also there is going to be Gary Leininger snapping pictures for us tonight. I'm going to go, oh boy. This one's tough. I don't know who Hubbard is anymore. I don't know their identity. I'm going to go Beaver Local just because they're at home. Again, home guy. I'm taking a home team. Fur.
Hubbard is favored by 12, so I don't know if that'll affect your opinion. But
I'm staying with the Beavers, damn it.
Yeah, I think I'm going away from my NE8 school. I got confused one time because I had to call a wrestling match at Beaver Local, and I thought it was Chris Ziegler. It was his brother, and I got really thrown for a loop. So for that reason, give me
That's
Beaver Local.
hilarious. Chris didn't know Chris had a twin brother. Oh man, wish I had known that earlier. Could have really messed with you about that one.
Oh.
Don't feel bad, Chris, because DJ had to just explain this to me. I want to say 30 days ago that there were 2 of them and that Chris wasn't the hardest working man in the Wi-Fi.
Chris does it all.
I thought it was incredible too. But, I'm going to pull a DJ card here. You know what, NE8 fans? I'm not going away from you. They don't believe in you, but I do. Give me Hubbard.
They all just went, oh. The NE8 as a whole just dissolved. Just dissolved. Hughes.
I know Hubbard, they had a tough week last week against Struthers getting shot at home. But I don't know. I feel like they're going to bounce back this week somehow. On the road, get a big one. Give me the Eagles.
Gary, it's Columbiana County versus the world, man. Where do you stand?
Hubbard hasn't scored a point the last 2 weeks, but I really thought Beaver Local was going to beat Union Local, and they lost, and it wasn't really close. I really thought that they were going to come out. I don't know. Neither one of these teams have really. I don't know. Can't get a grasp really on either one of them, but I do think Hubbard has had a tougher schedule. I mean, just coming off Poland and Struthers back to back, that's tough. Hubbard's probably looking to get right in this game. I'm going Eagles.
You son of a gun. You just lost your Columbiana County card, buddy. The Triple C.
You're
You
out.
lost it.
Bye.
Oh, no, you didn't. How dare you, Ty? We know you don't. We know you're not a fan of Columbiana County. Nobody's ever gonna confuse that. Go ahead, Ty.
I'm not that big of a hater, but I will say, even though Hubbard hasn't scored a point the last 2 weeks, I think this is going to be a big game for Alex Hackwelder to kind of lead that offense to show some leadership under center. And I think the Eagles are going to be bound and determined to get some points tonight. And I think he's going to be a big charging factor behind that. I'm going to go with the Eagles in this one. It's going to be, I think, a little bit closer than people might think. I think it's only going to be by a score or so. The Eagles might not be able to get some points on the board early on with that Beaver local crowd there.
All right, lightning round here. Grand Valley at Matthews. Tyler Hartz has the call for us tonight. Ty, go ahead.
I've seen this Matthews team, and they have struggled. I think Grand Valley gets their first win tonight. Let's go.
Gary.
Same.
Hughes.
Grand Valley.
Sam.
As Tyler Hartz plugs in his microphone for the last time as a YSN member, Grand Valley sends him out on a win. Give me the Mustangs, baby.
Fur.
Grand Valley.
Grand Valley here as well. Tyler Hartz, again, can't thank you enough, man. Thank you for everything you did for us up in Ashtabula County.
Wait, isn't Matthews also called the Mustangs?
Yes.
They are. They are. The Blue Mustangs. I'll elaborate.
Okay.
Sam, you trying to pull that quick one over on us. In a statistical sheet that doesn't even count. You son of a gun. All right. We got Fairport Harding at Pymatuning Valley. Chad has the call for us. Gary, would you like to start us off with Pymatuning Valley?
Give me the team from Andover. That's all I have to say. I'm muting my mic.
Fur.
Give me the Lakers.
Sam.
What a sweet homecoming it is going to be for PV tonight. Give me the Lakers.
Ty.
Best team in the 440. Give me PV.
Ooh. Sam agrees. He stamped it. Hughes.
Yeah, give me Pymatuning Valley.
I will also take the Pymatuning Valley Lakers. It is a sweep for PV. Edgewood at Madison. Larry Jennings on the call. Sam, give us a little bit of a detail.
This is tough. I mean, Madison is a team that typically is the 3 yards in a cloud of dust, but they decided to find a quarterback that can absolutely sling it all over the yard. The CVC is made up of 2 monsters, Madison and Geneva. You got to beat one if you're going to compete. I think Madison is the most beatable of those 2 teams. I am not giving you the opportunity to do it to me now, DJ. Give me Edgewood on there. They've made some personnel choices. It's a new look Warriors.
All right, I dig it. Fur?
Madison's favored by 33, but they could take their lines and you shove them where the shun don't sign. I know that didn't make sense, but give me Edgewood. It came out a little wonky. I gotta go.
I just want to say, hey, Madison, how you doing? You're another one of those cute ones out on the block. We like you. We like you a lot. We'd really like to pick you here, but you're not with us right now. We can change that. We can change that. We'll go on a little date, see how we like each other. Then we go from there. You sign on a dotted line. We promote your players. We start picking you. Until then, go Warriors. Go Warriors. All right, Hughes, who do you have?
Give me the Warriors.
Gare.
Madison, much better resume, but I'm going with the upset tonight. Give me Edgewood.
Attaboy.
Tomahawk chopping all the way. I can't be a scumbag if Gary's not.
That's true. Leader by example.
Hey,
Richmond's, what's the county below us? Is that Richmond?
below Columbiana County is Jefferson.
Jefferson County's newest resident, Gary Altizer. Speaking of Jefferson County's newest resident, East Palestine at Wellsville. And by golly, Gary, you got the call. What do you think?
Hey, that game last week with Valley Christian was way closer than the score. It was 13-7 Valley. Wellsville had the ball driving either late in the second quarter or early in the third. The Tigers had 5 turnovers and 2 more fumbles that they recovered themselves. They just kept shooting themselves in the foot. It's homecoming night. The town is buzzing right now. The school spirit is at an all-time high. Give me the Tigers in an upset.
I heard there was quite a bit of spirit in the air this week for the Lady Tigers.
I tell you, I have not seen that kind of school spirit ever. I'm not joking around ever. I was going to talk about that a little bit, but
you still can. You still can. You can
okay.
hold it.
I
Sorry.
didn't want you to rush us, but the kids that are in school now, they've got a lot of spirit. They got a lot of pride. They really, really are coming out for our kids in all the sports and everything that they're doing. I think that energy is going to continue. They played a volleyball game the other night where The parents from the other team were complaining that they couldn't hear what was happening because they were screaming so loud. And that's a volleyball game. It wasn't a basketball game or a football game. So our kids are amped up, and I hope our players are. I think they're going to bring it home and bring up the upset on homecoming night.
That'd be huge for Wellsville. That'd be huge. Elks will have the wings on sale if that's the case.
I'll buy everybody a dozen if we win. How about that?
I love it. Oh, you heard it here first.
I got them. They're on me, fellas.
All right, Ty, who do you
Keep
like?
that in mind. You guys are picking here in a minute.
Well, like DJ said, you're rarely gonna catch me. No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
But, I do like the way EP's playing this year. I really do. I think they're taking big strides, and that's a program that's finally starting to see the success come their way. I think this is going to be a close one. I think this is going to be a kick them down, drag them out kind of battle, right? I think EP pulls it off though, only by a score. I think late.
Wow. Okay. Bulldogs get one. Tigers have one. Hughes, what do you say?
I'll go with the Bulldogs in this one. Give me East Palestine.
Bulldogs get two. Sam?
Listen, I'm a new Elks member, so I know how good those wings really are. Give me Gary and give me Wellsville.
Oh yeah, fellow Elk. Yeah.
2-2.
Listen,
3 Elks on the board. All right, Fer, go ahead.
Sam can have his pick. He could pick. He could be bribed with food all he wants. I will never be bribed with a pick with food. That being said, give me Wellsville and a win tonight.
All right, baby.
Well, that means it comes down to me. It comes down to this guy. A 3-2 lead for the Tigers, which I have a lot of respect for. Gary, you and I, brothers in Elks. Sam, welcome aboard. But I will say this. My Bulldogs have been absolute dogs all year long. The promo that they've been cooking all year long, these dogs are different. These dogs are different. Next year, they set up for Columbiana in the 100th rendition, I guess you could say, of the traveling trophy game. Will they look past the Wellsville Tigers to get to Columbiana, to play their arch nemesis? Two teams that don't like each other, two towns that don't like each other. East Palestine wants everything Columbiana has. Columbiana doesn't want anything to do with East Palestine. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, Owen Yuriachi and the Bulldogs prevail again. One more time to get to that game, to hype that game up. One of the biggest games in the area in Week 8. The Bulldogs get it done tonight, but it is a close one because I do want wings from Gary Altizer. I'm taking the Bulldogs. We have 2 more games here for tonight. Conneaut at Geneva. Sam, quickly tread us through this one.
Listen, Conneaut's had a tough start of the year. First-year quarterback. They've got some guys who have moved around. They just recently moved Jaden Anderson from defensive end to middle linebacker. That's the type of stopping power that they are going to need. You know what? I'm sick of going with my head. I'm going with my heart. Conneaut, let's go over Geneva.
Fer?
I'll never pick that team because they're just mean to us here at YSN. So give me confidence. Mean heads.
Hughes.
I agree with Chris. Give me Conneaut.
Gare.
I guess. I mean, Geneva has got a heck of a resume. Their only losses to Perry. They pound you. They control the clock. It's going to be a tall task for Conneaut. Let's go with them. Let's go with another upset. I'm going Conneaut. Okay.
Hey, way to be a company guy. We're proud of you, buddy. We're proud of you. All right. What do you got, Ty?
I ain't softening the blow like Fur did. If you ain't signed with us, I ain't picking you. Plain and simple. Go with Conneaut.
I too will take Conneaut. Spartan up. Spartan up. Let's go. All right. Your last game of tonight. We have Dominic Pearson and Larry Scragg. Columbiana at Southern Local in the EOAC. It's a battle. We just talked about Columbiana taking on Palestine next week. Can they get past Southern Local? I say Southern Local has been really good lately. I think they take the dub tonight over the Clippers, and the Clippers have to be reeling back in to play the Bulldogs next week. Fer.
I always love the reason why Sam has to pick Southern, so I'm picking Southern tonight because my boy, I know Sam's picking him. I'm pointing the wrong way. Pointing the wrong way again.
How did you mess up twice?
There we go.
Fur got it right on the money, baby. I'm not sleeping on the couch tonight. Give me the Indians, baby.
Sleeping in that locker. Hughes.
Give me the Indians also.
The Tribe. Gare.
Yeah, everybody thought that game last week was going to be, East Palestine's. Nobody's been giving Southern Local any credit. They've had a really tough schedule. They lost to United by 3 on really a play right at the end of the game. I think that the Indians control this one.
Ty.
Yeah, I'm rocking with Southern as well. I've been impressed with them this year.
All right, we got 2 quick ones, guys. Lightning rounds. Wyndham, Ashtabula, St. John. Sam, go.
Listen, give me St. John to upset the world tomorrow.
Yeah, I took them last week on your behalf, and that didn't go well. The Bombers. Give me the Bombers. Fur.
Yeah, give me the Bombers in this one too.
Hughes.
You know what? I'll side with Sam on this one. Give me St. John.
Oh, you're screwed, Sam. You're screwed. On to Gary.
Bombers big.
Ty.
Portage versus Ashtabula. I got you all day. Bombers. Eye it up. Big time win.
Fighting Lisbon Blue Devils against the Fighting Hakes of Valley Christian. Ty, lead us off.
Yeah, going Valley Christian big time. Love my boy Haig.
All right, Gare.
Way too much raw talent on that Valley team.
Hughes.
Yeah, I can't pick against Coach Haig. Give me Valley Christian.
Sam.
Hake until I can't pick him anymore, baby. Give me Valley Christian.
Fur.
I want Hake to keep winning as long as possible, but I look forward to the part of the season where he hops on this show, and this show is double the length of time. So give me Andy Hake tonight in Valley Christian.
I tried to get him on tonight. I tried to get him at the Girard South Range game to no avail. He said, I gotta do some studying for Lisbon tomorrow. I, too, am going to take Valley Christian in this one. And that leads us to the final segment of the show. The picks are all done. They're all in. We hope everybody is as safe Friday and Saturday. But it's time for the Joe Dickey Electric What's Your Spark? Presented by Joe Dickey Electric. They are everything electrical, and you can visit them on the web at DickeyElectric.com. The randomizer starts the electric spark with her.
I just want to say thank you to everyone that tunes into this show every week. For me being on the show, this is one of the highest I've ever seen. We sat in the high 90s all show. So I just want to thank everyone that's watching and viewing this right now. Thank you for showing out, giving us support, giving YSN support. It wouldn't be possible without you guys. Thank you.
My spark this week is going to be senior parents. I'm one of you guys. How are you guys doing? I don't know how I'm doing. I'm still trying to figure it out. The jovial big belly laughs are often met with tearful things as I get my daughter ready to go to college, and we're starting to get acceptance letters, and it's getting real. So senior parents as a whole on the network, you guys are my spark. We'll get through this.
I originally had something else planned for my spark, but I got to address some real quick. I just wanted to apologize for that distasteful joke I made earlier. That was pretty uncool. I want to apologize to DJ. I know I drive him crazy a lot saying, stuff off the handle like that. But I promise I'll be better in the future.
You're good, Hughes. Gary.
This week I covered the Wellsville volleyball team like I do every year. And we had 2 games against rivals, Lisbon and Southern Local. And the Wellsville student section came out like I've never seen them before. I have to give a special shout out to Wellsville junior Austin Watkins, who's taken the charge on getting the school spirit up. There were more students and louder students than I have ever heard this week. The school spirit is alive in this community. Austin, you're doing a great job. Keep it up. You're my spark.
Love me, the parents and the communities of YSN too, and just the families that I get a chance to talk to every night. Last night, Hallen and Fitch got a chance to talk to some Hallen parents, Hallen families. Bernie Franzaglio, I know we didn't pick it. I got you, though. I got the Tigers over East tonight. I know we don't have it on the network, but I still got you, Tigers. I got your back in this one. And I love talking with you, Bernie. Nice seeing you last night.
Thanks, Bern. Mine is Sam. I'm kind of on the opposite spectrum that you are right now. You've got one that's getting ready to head out into the real world. Mine is just dipping in. I've got a first grader who ran out of school, as he does every single day, and was talking about what he learned today. And I got to tell you, as someone who didn't like school, it is really cool to see as a parent kids that do like school and that they learn something new every day. And when you have good teachers and good mentors and role models in the classroom, these kids love learning and learning cool stuff. Like he talked about, today about what to do in a fire. So thank you to all of our first responders out there. We're so grateful for you. Thank you to all the teachers out there that are doing an incredible job, that aren't just mailing it in. We're so incredibly grateful for you and what you do to the next generation, the next few generations of our young people. So thank you very much. That is our Spark, brought to you by Joe Dickey Electric. That is our show. We hope you get out there, and we hope you patronize all the great businesses before, during a tailgate, getting out to these games. Almost got it. 7 p.m. Kickoffs at a lot of these places. Support these kids, support these bands, support these student athletes, support these coaches and these communities. Certainly, you can always flip on your phone, your device, whatever you got with you. ysnlive.com, your home for all these games, 24 tonight. Certainly, we are excited to see you on the other side. For Ty, for Gary, for Fur, you messed it up. Fur. You thought I was starting with you. Dang it. For Eric, for Sam, for Fur, I'm DJ. This has been the YSN Power Hour, brought to you by Toyota of Warren. We'll see you at the ball games. YSN thanks you for watching this presentation.